Hello, I'm Jason Stephenson and welcome to the Tiny Daily Kick. The sacred second. Just one moment that can change your mindset. Now let's dive in and talk about this today, because sometimes I don't catch myself before I react. Sometimes I react first and then afterwards I feel that little sting like, I didn't want to come from that place. And that's okay, because this episode isn't about perfection. It's about the redirect. It's about the sacred second after the reaction. The moment you realize, hang on, I can reset right now. And I had this happen the other day. I was walking the dogs, my beautiful trusty companions, River and Bonnie. It was just an ordinary morning. And then suddenly they started barking at another dog across the street. And that sudden bark jolted me, and I snapped at them, and I was just like, hey, stop. And immediately I felt it. That wasn't who I wanted to be. That was my frustration speaking and fear. And here's where the sacred second comes in. I caught myself, and a little wave of guilt came over me. I just thought, that wasn't necessary, Jason. And in that exact second, I chose differently. And I softened my chest. I took a breath. I looked down at River and Bonnie and just said, all right, it's okay, let's go. Right there, the energy shifted. And not from the dogs changing, not from the moment changing, not from the external world having to rearrange itself to suit me, but from my inner tone changing. And this is the sacred second. It's not always the space before the reaction. It's that microsecond after the reaction when that wiser, kinder voice steps in and says, hey, wait, we don't have to go down this path. This one tiny reset, that can change the day. And I think so many people imagine that spiritual growth means you never react badly, as if enlightenment is becoming a perfectly calm monk who can walk through Woolworths and not react to anything. No. Growth is noticing sometimes after you react and then choosing again. That's the shift that can change everything. We all have those days, right, where you just might feel a little bit more fragile, a bit more reactive to life, on edge, and you might not catch the first snap. And that's okay. You can catch the second one. And that's where the gold lives. It's the moment after the moment. It's the second where you realize that you've slipped into an old pattern and you decide to step out of it. The sacred second is the portal that leads from the unconscious reaction into conscious living. So how can we practice this? I'll give you 3 steps. 1. First of all, you notice the aftertaste, that little sting after the reaction. And that's not guilt, really, it's guidance. And number 2, don't judge the reaction. Just breathe. You can put your hand on your heart if you like and just say, you're okay. We're learning. We're doing this together. 3, redirect. Choose a new tone, choose a softer sentence, or maybe it's a kinder interpretation. And it's not about having a massive spiritual breakthrough. You don't need the world to change. You simply need that sacred second after the reaction where you say, I can step in a new direction right now. This one tiny pivot can shift your entire day. And life isn't always about being perfect. Life is asking us to be aware. It's asking us to keep remembering the deeper part of ourselves, the part beyond fear, beyond pride, beyond that defensive energy. So today, if you catch yourself snapping or sighing or rolling your eyes or spiraling into another story, don't beat yourself up. Use the sacred second and whisper, I can reset right now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Jason Stephenson. Imagine boldly, then go out and live it.